Hello and welcome to the 250th episode of the Degenerate Nation podcast.
Oh, quite. Yes, it's lovely.
250, we're at a porch with a fan blowing. Wendy is putting an entire Coke can in her mouth. I don't know why. I'm nowhere near that size. I'm quite much bigger.
Quite.
I'm a 2-liter bottle of Faygo kind of cock.
I'm more of an Inca Cola man.
Inca Cola. Oh, the AC stopped. We got some real leg room here. Well, I just checked the volume, and I think it's going to be sublime.
And I just checked my pants, and there's a problem.
There's a problem? Did you shit?
Number 2. Yeah.
You shat number 2?
Yeah.
What else would you shit?
Number 3.
Number 3. Wendy, thanks for blowing me pre-show digitally. That was exciting.
Yeah, I got excited off that.
You know what happened? You know how we did it?
How?
How I fed her my sweet cock?
How?
I typed the number 8.
Oh.
And then those dashes.
Oh, nice.
And then what was it?
Did you put a D at the end to make it look like you had a big dickhead, even though you don't?
No, I put shift 0, and so it had the parenthesis, the right parenthesis. And then I did some squigglies, and you know what she did? Wide open mouth emoji, and then she's looned now. Look at that mouth.
Yeah,
though.
God.
Her real life mouth is ridiculous.
You could fit like 3 in there.
You could drive a bus through that thing, like the bus from Speed.
No slowing down.
No slowing down, just like, just fuck my mouth, so I can talk on this I almost said fledgling podcast. It's no longer fledgling. It's just not successful.
No,
We're blossoming.
No, we've been donkey punches for years now, so we're good.
Yeah, we've been. What'd you say? We've been donkey punched for years.
Damn straight we have. Oh my God, no! How do you think this mouth got this big? I wasn't born like this.
You got stretched out by some
Not you,
big old
Daddy.
dicks.
Oh my
By some
God,
daddies
donkey
like me.
punch, donkey punch.
I'm your number 1 daddy. Patrice wants to be a number 2 daddy.
Yeah, I can be the understudy daddy.
He's an understudy to everything I do.
They call me under daddy.
Under daddy.
Under daddy. Ooh. Only with daddy's permission. Only with first daddy's permission.
Yeah. I give permission. He goes down, I go in.
Took me 250 episodes to get here, but oh my God, I am like.
You're like peaking right now. So like
Woo!
when to just to let our audience know, we might have some new listeners. Probably not, but
It's a special episode.
it is a special episode, 250. Wendy is the MVP of this program. She's done over 150 shows, I think, and at least over 100, and they've all been shows. And she tries really hard. She gives props. She talks about giving me blowjobs that I yet to receive, but someday might. I'm really impressed with her work ethic, the energy she brings to this program. I kind of don't care about the listeners, and she reins me back in. And so I want to say this is for Wendy. This is the hour of Wendy. 250 episodes.
How this submissive dominant thing works, you don't have to build me up. I'm just here anyway.
Yeah, you're just like a mouch.
Gaping as
What are you
always.
doing?
Gaping mouch. You want me to stop building you up?
Well, yeah, I'm a submissive. I don't need that bullshit. Not like a normal girl.
Oh,
I'm
no. Here's the thing: is you take a natural submissive, and you build them up to a point where they don't fucking whine about shit. When you get to know each other, you might actually like each other. A submissive's gonna be like, and then this happened, and then you're like, no. This isn't our relationship at all. I build you up, and then you don't talk about that shit anymore.
There you go.
And then we do fun things together, like mouth stuff, hand stuff,
and then Coke stuff, open mouth, Coke stuff,
hole stuff, penis stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So.
Ready.
So do you understand what I mean? Build them up so they're at your level.
Yeah, I don't prefer the whiny ones. I'd
They're
rather
terrible.
have no, but they're fun sometimes.
No, they're not. How are they fun?
I don't know. They whine and you just ignore it. You know they're still submissive.
No, the bratty ones are fun.
Bratty versus whiny?
Yeah.
I could see that.
Because okay, Wendy, what do you think? Just kidding. Your opinion doesn't matter. See? Is that how I'm supposed to do it?
Yes, Daddy.
Was that some boss daddy motherfucking shit or what?
Yes, Daddy.
There we
There
go.
we go. That's the response I
There
like.
we go. The bratty ones
Yes,
are just
Daddy,
like this and that, are just like, we'll give you a mouth back, you know?
Yeah.
And the whiny ones are just talk about things exterior to you and them
Correct.
that they're annoyed with or they're hurt by or something.
So you're just going to
Not
get
hurt. Hurt is different.
You're
We
going to get
accept the
annoyed
hurt.
over time, though. And it's just going to wear on
I
you.
shut that shit down.
Yeah.
Just,
I know you do.
Just disappear. It's like, whoop.
Boop, gone.
It's
Don't
only
bring
burned
that
me
up.
once.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had some whiny ones, for sure. Bratty, not so much. Bratty is fun. It's a good take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bratty or like sassy or something.
Yeah, a little sassy, little
Yeah.
spunk.
Little spunk. Give some more spunk.
Little spunk in the trunk.
Spunk in the trunk.
Yes, please. Yes,
Wendy,
please,
what do
Daddy.
you?
Yes.
This time I'm serious. What do you think?
More spunk in the trunk, Daddy. Yes, Daddy.
Yeah. Do you like guys that whine?
I guess it doesn't really matter to me. I'm busy.
You're busy.
I can't really back talk. My mouth is full.
No, whiny guys can't fill the mouth too well.
No, they're gonna whine about them not being able to fill the mouth
Yeah,
too well.
they're gonna blame their relationship with their mother for why they have a 4 3/4 inch penis.
That's really small. 3/4 inch.
4 inches and 3/4.
Okay, now we're getting towards average. Now we're encroaching
in
on.
what country?
He thought you meant 3/4.
In what country is 4 3/4 average?
China.
Yeah, fuck them. China.
Yeah, fucking
The average
China.
penis in China is 4 5/8 inches.
Yeah. I think that's.
So if you're listening in China and you feel bad about your 5.1 inch penis, then you should feel better. You're above average.
This is just a total confidence boost to know that that's considered below average, because I'm certainly nowhere near that number at all.
4 3/4 inch.
Yeah, I'm miles above that.
Sky high above that.
Real big,
real sturdy, real good for an underdaddy.
So what would you tell an underdaddy is like a normal penis like?
I don't know. You don't get to use it much. I step in when it's time to
Normal
use a
penis
penis.
for an underdad.
He does all the warm up work. He's like a comic for like fucking Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah,
some hack comic for another hack Jimmy
That's
Kimmel.
me, yeah.
And he's throwing candy to the audience. I should know because I worked audience and I received that candy. And I was like, God, this is fucking pathetic. That's a real job.
I feel like it would depend on what candy's thrown at you.
No, it's not. You're starving and you're getting candy and you're like, I should have ate before this and I didn't eat before this because I'm poor. Everyone in that audience is poor.
Oh, 100%.
Okay. The next time, if you're listening, and Wendy as well, the next time you turn on a show, a sitcom with a laugh track, or an audience-based show like a Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon.
I can't stand Jimmy Kimmel.
Maybe Jimmy Fallon has a real audience because he's in New York, but Jimmy Kimmel's audience is made up at least half of people that are paid to be there, right? Okay, and they're not paid well. It's up to $9 an hour now, but when I was there, it was like $8 an hour.
Yeah,
and they would throw you candy. Warm up comics would throw you bad jokes, some decent crowd work, and some candy. And you'd be like, yeah. I brought like fucking Grapes of Wrath to read, like in between the shit. Not a Jimmy Kimmel, I didn't do that one. But, oh my God.
I think it would depend on the candy, man. They
Really?
had some high quality candy choices.
You aim high.
Does the candy have LSD on it?
Yeah, right? If you're, like,
Yeah.
you don't aim for that. You're out of rehab. These are things you do before you enter rehab.
Correct, and I've never done them,
Audience
so I
work. You don't go,
can
okay.
fantasize.
We need to put a graph together, Wendy. Get on that. Bottom, get on it.
Yeah. Where's the yes, daddy? Can I?
Yes, Daddy.
There we go.
There we go. You say yes under daddy?
Yes, under Daddy.
Yes.
Perfect.
Oh,
Flawless.
fucking hard as a rock.
That was a burp. Oh, that was weird. Wendy.
I'll look it up, Daddy. 1 second, I'll look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
Yeah.
Look up my burp with your mouth and your tongue. So, they need to know, the audience and Wendy, that doing paid audience work is the absolute bottom barrel of not just the entertainment industry, but society itself.
Would I even rank above that kind of work?
Would you rank above that? Yes. You mean having a daddy?
Yes, Daddy.
Yeah. And then the real, authentic Wendy has skills. Like, you are a fucking farmer, that's legit. These people couldn't farm goddamn nothing. And I couldn't farm a goddamn nothing.
Yeah, I couldn't. You asked me to wake up that early? No.
It was just, everyone else also probably had mental illness and was just going to clap and for money, or thought that they were going to be an actor or something. Like, go fucking do something that's $20 an hour so you only have to work half the time and work on your craft. This is not working on your craft.
No.
I would even take a notebook with me sometimes to write stuff.
Yeah,
and I was
probably,
barely doing it.
You're probably writing better jokes than the intro comics coming up.
Yeah, oh yeah, those they're fucking hacks. You know, I want to see him, like, somebody fuck a blow-up doll for 3 minutes and come, and, like, the cum seeping out of this blow-up doll, and then, like,
yeah, that's.
and now here's
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon, and it's like, ah, and he comes out like, yeah, and Jimmy Kimmel comes out like, who's the other one? Conan. He's funny.
Conan comes out with his weird fucking arms.
Yeah, he's funny. I
his,
like Conan. I would have gone to
6'7".
Conan, but they weren't paying for that one. I would have did, like, all sorts of... It's depressing to even talk about.
What?
It's the audience worker days.
Yeah. But just for the record, for our listeners, Patrice is not aspiring to be a bottom-dwelling audience member of a struggling comic. He's just saying anything for free candy.
Yeah, he just likes candy. He's going to get into my van later.
Goddamn right.
Wendy's gonna rim me in the van, and Patrice will just wander in because of the free candy sign,
yeah.
And then he'll front rim me, and their tongues will touch, and then I'll take a shit on the floor of the van and
is that
drop
the candy?
it from their mouth.
Is that the candy?
And the first one to eat it gets to be my new underdaddy.
Ooh.
Yes. I'm saying I might have the first ever female underdaddy.
I just got so wet.
You could also have a male underdaddy. That, because
You're not going to beat Wendy eating shit.
Yeah,
she works on a farm. She probably eats shit all the time.
For breakfast, lunch, and the 3 dinners.
She loves shit. Right, Wendy?
Yes, Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Am I convincing?
I know. I just think you'd be slow to really go for it.
It would. Is it going to be a consistent, like, malleable, or not malleable?
So you're asking what it tastes like. So you're already
no. I want.
You just drop to your fucking knees and garble it up
Regardless
before
of
she does, and you fucking push your arm back so she don't get to it.
Yeah, like you're doing the fucking Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, you
and you're
Heisman
going for
Trophy
shit.
that shit. You garble up that shit. You fucking Rashawn Salam that motherfucker out there.
Yeah.
Fucking Johnny Manziel, whoever you want of doomed fucking Heisman Trophy
bottom-dwelling quarterback.
Yeah. Rashawn Salam's dead. Oh, that's too bad.
I heard he died eating shit.
Yeah, he did. He dove into the pile and ate some shit.
Yeah, and
So it's like that scene in what I'm picturing is that scene in Batman: The Dark Knight where the Joker has a pool cue and he breaks it in half and throws one on the ground. And he's like, whoever ends up with this, or implied that he gets a job, and then you just see one of those two. I want that, and then the other one just, I don't know what happens to them.
That's some fucking commitment.
All I'm asking is you to be an underdaddy, and then so.
And the barrier of entry is just eating shit.
It's eating shit. It's a very low barrier to entry.
My goodness! You know what? I used to have season tickets to the Metrodome standing, R.I.P. Metrodome, and we used to
Adrian Peterson likes to eat shit.
Yeah, he does. He also likes to domestic violence
He beats children.
his son.
You have no chance under Daddy. You have no chance.
Yeah, I think...
forever.
She's seen Adrian Peterson go into that pile, and so she knows what it's like.
She knows what it takes.
Because she follows or followed, he's not a Viking anymore, someone who beats the shit out of his kid.
She's
Knows
gonna
what
bring that same
commitment looks
intensity.
like.
Yeah.
And like how to raise a child, how to eat a piece of shit. She knows what is necessary, what it takes, the type of drive you need. She
Yeah.
has that. Do you still think you could just so easily beat her to eating a fucking pile of my shit? To be my underdog.
I've pissed my pants now in fear.
You should.
Because
Look at that stone cold look on her face. She's also the current person who needs the daddy and the underdaddy to function. Maybe she doesn't want that anymore. She wants to be the underdad. She wants the middle road.
Yeah, that middle of the ground.
You know?
I've also seen how big Wendy's mouth is, and even if I'm not first to the shit, she's gonna get what's left over, and it's gonna be more than my shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a vacuum cleaner of shit.
Yes, I will get that shit. I will get all that shit, and then when you shit in fear, I will eat that shit too.
Because I'd probably shit my pants in fear, just watching Wendy eat
this
shit.
is what I need. This is what, going forward, okay, number one goal for going forward for the next 250 episodes. You
Okay.
might think it's, monetize it, grow the listenership, branch out to people, go guest on other podcasts, and really like,
Yeah, just sell out.
just sell out, you know? No, my primary goal is to develop Patrice as an artist.
And
Via his artistic commitment, his artistic relevance. I want him to resonate with our fans, our listeners. We don't have fans, we have some listeners.
We've got some fans.
There's fans.
There's
a couple
fans. There's some closet fans in foreign countries who
very closeted.
who are probably one earbud popping out of their iPhone away from getting the death penalty for listening.
Get me out of the closet!
But I agree. I think Patrice needs to start the artistic commitment. We're working on.
We're working on it.
I
Yeah.
think he's there.
I think he's there too.
He's committed. He's flamboyant as ever, and for lack of a better phrase, he's ready to eat some shit.
He ready to eat some fucking shit. He's slapping. See, Wendy, I can't even see what she's pretending is a dick on her cheek and slapping. And what
But
is
it
that,
works.
Wendy?
It
was hilarious. A glove.
A glove.
It's an isotoner.
Yeah.
It's a fucking OJ
Yeah,
isotoner.
Oh, and look at that mouch work.
Oh my god, she can put it all in her mouth.
For those listening, it's not a small glove either.
That's
It's-
a large OJ isotoner, and it's going right in her mouth, balled up.
Yeah, no, it's
And
gone.
It's literally in her mouth.
Swallowed. And look at that smile.
She's
Gosh.
smiling with a fucking glove in her mouth. Is it still in there?
Thank you,
It's
guys,
like,
man.
yeah, you can't really tell because of her fucking shitty, grainy cell phone camera that she insists on maintaining.
Hey, she's got to keep the quality high.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take a deep breath. I want the audience to do a moment of silence.
For the glove?
I want them to see that they can fucking listen to me. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that moment of silence. I hope it was really awkward and you thought of somebody that actually died in real life. Okay. Now I want to do my pitch here. Okay, so listeners, we've reached 250 episodes without much support. Imagine what we could do with support. I want you to log on at patreon.com/Degenerate Nation and become a Patreon. Become a part of our world, and we will make you the focus of ours. Thank you. And Wendy, where can they contact us if they have anything to say?
Yes, if you want to email us at degeneratenation@gmail.com, we would love to reply to that. Oh, the fan mail is just pouring in. It's pouring in so deep. I just love it. I love it so deep. Or you can hook us up on Facebook, Degenerate Nation or Degenerate Nation Podcast. Or if you're the Twitter person, go to Degenerate Show and at Degenerate Show, baby, 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 I'll milk you like a cow, baby, 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 baby.
I think Wendy's cow milking skills would go great with my multi-head penis.
I think so. Your hydra penis?
My hydra penis.
So we got some jokes from Will. You want to hear it, Wendy?
Yes, Daddy.
If you don't know Will, or of Will, I should say, he was one of the original co-hosts of episodes 3 through, I'm not sure. He shared the mic with Luther Danger as well as AA Ron in the beginning days of Degenerate Nation podcast. And he said, sorry I couldn't be a part of the 250th episode, Andy. I'm in hiding because I have information that could lead to the arrest of the Clintons.
Ooh.
Very interesting.
Oh gosh, aghast.
Oh, the Clintons are going to get arrested. Okay, and then we got some jokes. That wasn't a joke. That was a true statement. He is worried that this information will get him killed because the Clintons murder people.
After they touch him.
After they touch him, yes.
Yeah.
Why did we never hear of COVID before 19? It was locked on Epstein's island until it was 18. Epstein's prison sentence was for so few years he was sexually attracted to it. Oh.
Ooh.
I want to see if there's another fucking joke that goes with that. Did you hear that the Epsteins didn't kill Epstein? They actually tried to keep him alive. When they heard he was in prison, this one sucks. I'm not even going to finish that one. Oh, why did Epstein think he went to heaven after he died? He was surrounded by Catholic priests. I hope you like pedophile jokes, he says. I do. I do like pedophile jokes. And I like this joke as well. What is Joseph Mengele's favorite Major League Baseball team?
The Padres?
The Twins.
That one's not bad.
Why was the dominatrix excited about jury duty? The gag order.
Ooh.
What song did Rihanna and Chris Brown play when they'd make love? Hit me, baby, one more time.
I feel like he's just
Bottom of the barrel.
bottom of the barrel. He has a book open full of jokes.
They're bad. Some of those were good. It was a good intermission. What's that?
He's definitely a bottom daddy.
Yeah, he's a bottom.
Yeah, I think I'm a bottom.
You think you're a bottom? We just talked about how it can be hard to breathe somewhat, and I'm probably a mouth breather when you're on the bottom, like a girl, like she's like you're just like making out or something. Not when she's like up like this and riding you or something. But yeah, like Wendy's all about that shit. See, plop 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 plop. But when you're just making out, like you're in foreplay,
Yeah.
and she's on top of you and making out, I in the past have had trouble breathing.
Yeah, as have I.
Really?
Yeah, there's something. It's very in the moment, and you take a break for a second, and it's just mouch to mouch central, and it's like your face is pressed up a plane of glass.
And maybe, and maybe it's that we're not used to the angle of which we should turn because we're used to doing all the.
But we're
turning.
We're total bottom position there, and we are being dominated by her mouch.
We're being dominated by her mouch, and the threat of further activity.
Yes.
So, for me, yeah, exactly. You get off on that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that from Daddy? You like that from Under Daddy?
Yeah, Under Daddy's got one for you.
Yes, daddy, yes, daddy, yes, daddy, yes, under daddy.
It's 4 3/5 inches.
Yeah, 4 3/5 inches is actually less than 3/4.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, good. Just so you know,
We're just trying to stay accurate.
Okay, you gotta be honest with us. Yeah. I don't remember how big I am. I don't really care. It's just, does it work? Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. But I feel like we're comfortable on our backs, obviously, because we didn't complain about that.
Correct.
That felt so natural. Just be
Yes.
on your back, or it's
Yeah.
prone when you're on your stomach.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I used to masturbate like that, like into the bed.
On.
mashing it. When I was like 14, 13,
Prone boning your
I was
couch.
prone boning my mattress, and that didn't really work too well.
It probably felt great.
It felt kind of good, though.
Grinding your bits up against a Tempur-Pedic.
Oh, God, that would be great. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, grind those bits.
Memory foam.
Memory foam. And it shapes to, like, where your penis goes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
And then you get to look at it and you're like, damn, I'm big.
Like, God, I'm at my aunt's place. I'm always at my aunt's place when I come.
Why does she have such a better mattress than me?
Yeah, my parents don't have as much money as my aunt.
What about dry humping a waterbed?
Oh, yeah.
You get the real motion of the ocean.
Did you do that? I feel like you're a waterbed guy.
I'm not. A friend of mine growing up had a waterbed, and it was the most odd experience
I had a sleepover party in a waterbed. I don't want to talk about it.
Did someone's water break? And
no.
It was actually the 13-year-old who you didn't know, like, was pregnant, and her water broke, and you're like, oh, no, not the waterbed. And then...
Yeah, I don't even know where to dig in on that, so I'm going to say yes.
Stillborn,
And it was a stillborn?
It was a stillborn.
It was always a stillborn.
It was, yeah. But something broke. And
the stillborn broke,
It wasn't the waterbed.
And the stillborn's water broke?
Yeah.
I grew up with a water bed.
You had a waterbed growing up? Were you pregnant when you were 13?
Not that I was aware of.
You had a secret love, secret baby,
secret.
I didn't know I was pregnant.
Stillbirth at 13.
Stillbirth at 13. She looked mean. Waterbed broke. I felt like I went pee.
Well, we played like Nintendo at his house, and he fucking wouldn't let me play the game. And his dad was very stern, and he had a Counting Crows tape.
How stern was he?
Very stern.
Like we're talking like
he scared the shit out of me.
Like Catholic school gym teacher stern?
No, like fucking Terminator 2 villain stern.
Ooh.
He had that face, but he was a lot taller.
And was he amorphous and turned into Mercury?
He's actually the water inside of the bed. He watched his kids sleep. He watched me sleep.
Did he have a hydra penis?
He had a hydra everything.
He had to, yeah.
He had like 6 balls and 7 dicks.
Man,
And they were everywhere, and they were recording me sleeping.
You raise a great point. If I did have a hydra penis, would it still just be the 2 balls?
No, 6 balls.
2 for each penis?
You need interconnected, like, you know those marble things? This is kids again, but the fucking, those marble tubes?
Yeah, the marble toys.
The marble toys, and they all go down in the same base.
But it's
kind
one
like
base.
Yeah,
like that.
one base with many balls, and it's like a tree. Is Wendy still playing with her titties?
No.
I'm gonna get, you know what I'm gonna buy Wendy and send to her?
Marbles.
Like marbles. No, sound effect things. Like ting ting ting. Like what?
Like cymbals?
Yeah, I'm like okay, when like she loves props. So like when we just talk about our
weird,
possibly true, fucked up stories.
Correct.
And Wendy like makes masturbatory and other noises to them. I just want her to be super entertained before she jumps back in and says yes, daddy, or something.
But not pushing it too far. We're not talking like radio DJ like, oh,
no, we're gonna do
whoa.
I trust my daddy will never push it too far.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I had a girl tell me once to push it too far. In her words, go deeper. But there was nothing left to give.
She said go deeper?
She said deeper. It was in the midst of fornication.
Were you... How deep were you? Wendy's fucking weird as shit.
I was about as deep as the iPhone is into Wendy's mouth right now.
Oh my god. Well, sometimes you can with an angle. You are aware of that, right?
I think I tried every which way. And
no way you tried every which way.
Okay, I didn't...
There's no way you tried other angles and directions, because that implies...
Okay, I concede.
That implies that you tried it all and you were able to maintain your focus, and therefore your full or quarter the 3/4 mass erection.
It was, so the erection was as large
while
as
switching positions.
I don't
The
think there
anxiety
was
would have made you go pew, and that's okay.
Yes, and
That's treatable.
I don't think it did.
Roman wipes. Call us. We want to advertise for you. I'm pretty sure our audience needs Roman wipes while they're masturbating.
Patrice needs Roman wipes.
Yeah. Those things look cool, though.
They do.
They're just wipes that get your dick hard.
Oh, is that what they did?
Yeah.
I thought it was more for like cleanup.
Oh, no. For, like, premature ejaculation, they partially dull the edge of your dick.
So it's like Coke for your dick.
Yeah.
I like it.
Coke for your dick?
Coke
We need to like, get Roman to, like, fucking send us a message and be like, yo, we like your ideas.
That's great.
I like Coke dipped dick.
Do you like Coke dick, Wendy? Have you ever fucked a guy with cocaine?
I like Coke dipped, a Coke dipped dick. Yes.
Yes, Daddy.
Yes, Daddy. Yes, under Daddy.
Patrice could use some Roman wipes. Maybe a pack of 12 for $5.99, or maybe
I
a pack.
don't think they're that cheap.
Maybe. God no, they wouldn't.
That's
be.
hilarious. Yo, so like condoms cost like $3 a pop, or like $2 a pop
For a single.
for a single. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you buy one condom?
If you're not very confident, if you're only buying one condom.
Yeah.
Steam.
Or you are very confident and like, I got one load in me. I need to practice or nothing.
It's just going
nothing's
straight
gonna
on.
happen with this condom being uncomfortable. Or
Which
breaking.
I don't know who that
anything
man
like
is thinking that it's going to be uncomfortable or not going to be uncomfortable.
Ooh, you
wearing a condom.
wanna riff some "Don't Wear Condom" music?
Don't
How
wear
we do that?
condoms. Yeah. Don't wear condoms. They feel bad. Don't wear condoms. It feels better when it's off. It'll make you glad. Then you'll come real fast right in the ass. Maybe in a mouch. Maybe on a belly. Maybe on a titties. It's getting sweaty. Yeah. Condoms are bad. We don't buy stock and Trojan. We buy stock and lube. We'll take you down the neighborhood into the white van. This just got unrhyming, a little weird, but not queer. We're straight over here. We're dry guys. We don't use lube. We look at flies on the wall.
Wendy hates lube, but she uses it anyways. She believes it goes against her natural ways.
Ooh.
She's like, how dare you feel that wetness that ain't me, and think that you did that to me.
You could make me wetter with your pee.
Just take a urination at my station.
Urination masturbation.
Anything less is an abomination.
Urination masturbation.
Wendy, have you ever used spit as lube?
Absolutely.
Isn't it awesome?
It's the best.
I am gonna be here. Patrice is gonna stick out like a sore thumb here. I have had a girl spit on my phallus before, and it is the most revolting thing I think I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, it's because if she had let a little rain droplet come out of her
What,
mouth
to give you a blowjob?
yeah, but instead there was a I kid you not.
She goes, Hawk the loogie on
She
your
goes,
dick?
I'm sorry, my mouth's a little dry. There was no loogie. It was
Wait.
just the sound effect was off.
Why was she spitting on your dick? What was the context?
Yeah, just to like make it wet.
For-
Because knowing me, dry guy
For sex or for a blowjob?
for a blowy.
She pre-lubed a blowjob?
Yes.
Is this a JMU girl?
No, this was a George Mason girl who was a virgin at the time, so she had no idea what she was doing.
Oh, that one. Awesome.
Amateur hour.
That is severe amateur hour.
I'd love to plug her name on here, but that goes against HIPAA regulations.
It would break her
It would break her
hymen.
hymen.
Yeah. Just her hymen. She'd be walking like tee 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 tee, walking my dog or doing whatever that I do.
And then
I'm
just
going to Walgreens to buy some shampoo, and we just say her name at the same time, and then all of a sudden goes breaks like a fucking fortune cookie.
It's like a continental drift right up her fucking snatch.
It's like when Pangea fell apart.
Yeah. She's just.
God, it's the Titanic.
Wendy.
It's the Titanic.
Yeah, that she. She was not cool, man.
No, it wasn't. So yeah, that's the time Patrice got a loogie hocked on his schlong.
It's like, have a drink of water or something. No?
Yeah, I don't know. That must have been her instinct was to spit on my...
Were they bad blowjobs?
They were some of the worst blowjobs I've ever received.
So, how many bad blowjobs have you had? What?
Wendy, what was that?
You have to force the gag reflex, okay? So you naturally trained it out of you, but if you hit it right, then that actually brings them a natural lubricant.
Oh, natural lubricant in your throat?
Servicing the phallus, it actually comes out as you're going and it slowly builds up, and you don't ever see it actually leave the mouth, but it builds up inside the mouth.
Ooh, it's...
Oh my god, that's... We learning something
That's
when we
news
didn't even
to me.
expect to.
That's fantastic.
Wendy isn't even doing a period episode. She might still be on her period. I don't know. She's not on her period anymore.
No.
But she's still dropping knowledge like it was a period.
I might
a
have to
period
go
professor.
home and Marilyn Manson myself and trying to hit that gag reflex to test the validity of this statement.
You gotta bust a rib out and try to suck your own dick at some point.
Yeah, I think everyone has heard that rumor that Marilyn Manson...
Yeah, it wasn't him. Just like the other rumor was, and it was from that era, was that Alanis Morissette had a belly full of cum and she had to get stomach pumped. It's like, what? In what situation can you have that much cum in your belly?
And I bet she went to the doctor and was like, "Isn't it ironic
Yeah.
that I have cum inside me?"
And she's like just fucking coughing up cum on the door, on the thing. You know that the chair, and then you got the plastic thing, and she's like, and it's like, good thing we got that plaster up on that cheap looking doctor's chair.
Alanis, is it Alanis or Alanis?
It's Alanis. Alanis Morissette.
Alanis likes it in the anus.
I got one hand in my pocket and the other hand
And on your dick.
Yeah, she's great. Pound that shit.
And the other hand is in your anus.
Right inside.
She was pretty cool.
It's like cum.
Why do these rumors start? And this is the internet was barely is nascent then.
I think the internet has absolutely exacerbated rumors.
like smartphones is like it's out of control.
Yeah,
Memes,
it's cancer.
the meme culture. I don't send memes hardly ever.
Correct. You are probably the only person I send them to.
Yeah,
have
I
no
get
friends.
one and I'm like, was I supposed to laugh at this? Okay.
Yeah, no.
If you're out there and you want to connect with Degenerate Nation,
send us your memes.
send us your favorite memes. Send us your favorite office memes to degeneratnation@gmail.com. We'll definitely fucking listen to those or watch them or whatever. How do you listen to one?
There are
watch
some
one?
here. It's where
look
it's
at
get complicated.
Do you read it?
Do you
read
it?
Do you read it?
You made a time machine out of a DeLorean?
What is the worst? All of us. I'll go last.
Okay.
The worst. We're gonna start at the top. The worst full-on sexual experience you have. Full-on sex.
Full-on sex. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say we pass the. We're gonna pass the mic to our submissive bitch, Wendy.
A guy wanted to get it on with me, but he wanted to watch porn, so we had one of those weird-looking video game chairs that kind of rocks and it sits on the floor by itself. So he sat there and watched the porn, and I turned around and I stared at the wall on the other side, and I just rode him that way so he could watch the porn over my shoulder.
Oh my god, that's so sad.
That's really sad.
You in the middle are gonna be this irrelevant sandwich between me and Wendy's like sad, fucking. But that's fucking great, Wendy.
That's fantastic.
I didn't get off, and he said, I'm gonna come, and I'm like, what? And I jumped off.
I mean,
It's like froze.
it's okay to not come
Did he?
for both people, and we just need to like communicate with each other
Correct.
what might work.
If you're
and
there,
if
if
you're
you're
still
not
feeling
there.
good without it.
Yeah, I agree. Did he utilize the rocking motion of the chair?
No.
That's
It's all
an
self-absorbed.
that's an opportunity missed.
Yeah,
Because that seems like a great sex chair.
a gaming chair.
Yeah, I know exactly what chair.
Yeah,
he's
it's a
talking
full-on
about.
gaming chair, right?
No,
It
but
would have been fine if he was playing like Final Fantasy VII or something, but he was watching this stupid ass beach porn, and there's like sand up vaginas and all this other shit, and it's like, what the fuck, you're taking that over me, you bitch?
Wait. No, video games is far worse than watching porn while you're having sex.
Yeah, at least it's relevant.
You're playing with something else. You're not passively watching something else to stay like in the moment or out of it in some way. I still think watching porn during sex when only one person is watching is really fucking strange and
Completely.
starkly, sadly hilarious. And I'm sorry you had to go through that, but our audience deserved to hear that.
I think that's a fantastic story.
I love this video game idea though, because especially Final Fantasy VII. I mean, the nerds of our listening audience are gonna love this. But you got Cloud, and he's got that huge ass sword, and he is like pounding and pounding and pounding and pounding and pounding. And if he has to play that, and he has to beat creature after creature after creature until you get there, he is being patient, and he is doing what he needs to do until you get there, and then you come together like that fucking sword, and you go pound, 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 pound.
Ooh.
God damn.
Yeah, I think Cloud just got me there through that story.
I don't need a Roman wipe because I already came
Twice.
twice to that story. Patrice.
Yes, Daddy.
Patrice, what do you got?
Let's see, Patrice. Well, for our listeners, you've already heard the soft toe story.
His worst sex is also his best sex and his only sex. So I apologize that I asked him that question, but he has to answer it anyway.
So Patrice is put on the hot seat. Full disclosure, it's been over 2.5 years since Patrice has last inserted into anything
Patrice's
other than his
last
own
stand-
hand. But that's it, because it only lasts 10 seconds.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck, man. I tried to fuck a girl in the dorm kitchen one time.
Yeah.
And we were really loud, and it was during finals week, and we upset some people.
That sounds awesome, though.
It was really bad sex. I was really high on Vicodin, and I couldn't feel anything.
Does Vicodin make you not feel?
Vicodin makes
your
you
penis?
last forever.
Is that why guys take it?
No, I think guys take it because they have an opiate problem.
Yeah.
But I remember telling a friend of mine, he's like, dude, I can't feel anything while I've been having sex with this girl. Her name was Lauren. I'll spare the last name, but her name was Lauren.
Yeah.
And she was the first girl I had sex with at JMU, and he was like, dude, it's probably because of all the fucking painkillers you've been railing before you have sex with her, and for some reason it was like a fucking...
It didn't take until he told you that?
It was like fucking like...
Oh God.
It was an epiphany.
Were you doing it as a freshman or like in high school too?
Oh no, I was doing that as a freshman. High school, I thought all drugs were bad except for weed. And then college,
what is it about not just college but that particular college that makes people just like, oh, there's the morals? What?
I think part of it was definitely the environment of it's a type of dorm that's on campus there that's really close to each other. Each room was set up with 2 other rooms directly across from it in a common area. So you got to know people really quick and broke down barriers. And drugs, if all you need is one bad seed in that whole environment,
that's true.
And then it spreads like wildfire. Or
I had a
come on Wendy's tits.
I had a fucking orientation ride on a bus, and I was going to the next thing or whatever. And this guy that looked like the dude from fucking American Beauty, the fucking guy with the bags and shit.
Yeah.
Like, he brought up weed, or this dude brought up weed, and they did a drug deal on the fucking bus. Like, agreed in principle to weed exchange. And the guy that was gonna get the weed was Charles Rogers. He played for Michigan State.
Oh, I thought it was...
No, he's dead now. He has like 7 kids, or had 7 kids because he's fucking dead.
Yeah, well, those...
And I was just like, yeah, the kids aren't dead yet. And, oh my God, I'm stumbling through it. Like casual mention of deaths, just like, I just breeze right through it normally, but that time I just started laughing.
Pass the nitrous oxide.
Yeah, but it's just, there's something about college and like you said, the one person, the occasion of sin.
Yeah.
And it's like he was already doing those things in high school, I'm sure. But because he had a baby's mama already, and he got stabbed
Oh.
by her in high school. Like,
You've
probably
already gone
cheating on
through
his
the
baby's
ringer.
mama. So it's like, what's a little weed on an orientation bus from a fucking American Beauty kid? Well, innocent me is like, oh, that's Charles Rogers. I hope he does really well for the Spartans when he's eligible next season.
I'm really looking forward to that season. Hopefully he doesn't smoke too much reefer.
Yeah, ooh, where'd Wendy go here?
Oh.
She needs to hear my story. We're going to keep talking about that.
I-
We're redialing and profiling.
Redialing, profiling. Got some coke. We're doing some lining.
I never did coke, but...
Patrice should pull some drug stories for the listeners.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
Oh, you see? Got a little LSD, see?
So Wendy's gonna call in. Hold on. Let's drum roll for Wendy coming back.
Unreachable. That sucks.
Oh yeah, she just said back. Ooh, and Wendy's back.
Oh. Thank
Shit.
God.
She had to put their creams on her herpes.
Hup cream.
And on that, put on that herp cream. Yeah.
Damn fucking career.
Yeah. Ain't no retirement plan for hookers.
Nope.
You want to hear my worst sex?
I'm dying to hear it.
All right. There might be honorable mentions.
Okay.
In which case I'll add it at the end. But my worst sex had to be, and I'm gonna say, like, you don't have to complete the act to be considered worst sex. You only had to begin and
There needs to be an attempt
a full attempt with penetration.
with full staff.
Penetration. Oh, say that word again, please, Daddy.
Penetration.
Thank you, Daddy.
That's penetration.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Penetration is a cornerstone of degenerate nation.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm with this mom, right?
Hot.
Great start.
And we meet from Tinder. And she meets me at Chick-fil-A with her kids.
I like where this is going.
Yeah. And we watched Jumanji, not with her kids, but like
the
she's
new
like,
one or the old one?
The new one.
Ah.
She asked if I wanted to come back. I was like, you know what's weird is that I feel like I said yes, not because I wanted to, but because I thought it would be more sad for her if she just met some guy, Chick-fil-A, hangs with her for like 45 minutes, talks to her kids a little bit, like, what's up, dude? And then is like, nah, I'm good on that. So I decided to go there, and we fucking end up talking mostly about how the guy she had been married to or something was like somewhat abusive or something like that.
Oh,
and I'm just
gosh.
like, okay. And then we watched Jumanji and like get a little sit next to each other.
Yeah, how'd that conversation go before Jumanji?
The transition,
Yeah.
dude. Jumanji next level, baby. And it was the first Jumanji, but I don't know. Maybe she just wanted to get hot for The Rock and transfer those feelings for The Rock onto me.
That's quite possible.
You know, I was her rock avatar.
She was
In a
warming-
movie that was a rock avatar. And she's fucking like, just, I would describe it as almost appreciative of me like sitting there and like actually listening to this.
I think that's what she needed more than the dick. was
Well,
just
okay,
someone
we
to
didn't
talk to.
we didn't have sex that night. There was some
A little foreplay.
some petting, foreplay, if you will. We're gonna call it petting. Okay, there was petting. Just petting, pet, and for some reason I decided to hang out again. And this time, there was an attempt at sex.
The sex.
Kids were asleep. It was late.
You'd hope so.
I would hope so. Yes. Jumanji was finished. We didn't finish it the first time. We
Yeah,
watched the
and-
rest of Jumanji. And then we go in the bedroom, and she wanted to. I got a condom on. In this case, maybe more ideal because she wasn't an oopsies if you're married and a couple kids pop out, but
I think a condom after Jumanji is a safe bet.
yeah. Anyways, the rawness wasn't there. The flawlessness was not, obviously, and I was okay. I was doing okay. We started. Then she wanted to be on top of me for a while, and I knew what was going to happen because unless I'm like used to someone and comfortable, or like otherworldly turned on, I get in my head if someone wants to get on top because I think, oh, I'm just going to come right away, or like, oh, it's going to not do good. Do good.
It's not going to do good.
It's not going to do good. And so the second one was the case. I was like, ew. And she's like, oh. It's like, I don't even know if she said, are you alright? Or is this alright? I'm like, yeah. I don't remember what happened. I blacked out. What happened after that? This was a couple years ago.
How long from insertion to deflation?
Not very long. I didn't deflate when I was inside of her. I was more like
done that.
she didn't even get to the point where she was on my sweet dick. I don't deflate while I'm in somebody.
It's
you
happened.
deflated while you're in somebody?
It's happened.
While they were on top, and you were bottom man?
While I was on top.
Well, you were on top.
No, excuse me.
Okay,
While
all
they
right.
were on
You
top.
know what? I gave you a total free pass, even if it was in a Roman wipe.
Hey,
Yeah.
that is when you have to suck your own nipple with one hand, and then on the other hand, you reach behind you and you massage the balls. That keeps them from.
Yeah.
I like that. It's a two-pronged attack to get back to stimulus. But so,
Or you could tickle their taint.
I'm still what a power move by said woman to bring her kids to the Chick-fil-A.
What, do you think she was going to get her fuck? Okay, she also didn't have a job at the time.
Oh, okay. Well, she could have in looking out for the kids, I was gonna say she could have left them in the car. Because if I was single and I had kids and I was going to meet someone with the intent of sexual relations, I wouldn't bring my fucking kids.
Man, what are you going to do? You picked a lemon.
So you finished the movie, but you didn't finish,
We did not reach Jumanji the next level.
and you didn't reach the next level.
And then I just recently got a friends you might know thing on Facebook, and I was like, who the fuck
Yeah.
is that? I was like, oh shit.
It was her?
Yeah.
No
People
way.
you may know. It just pops up the things that used to be, people that used to be in your phone.
Isn't that
shit.
kind of creepy though?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's funny as shit. You should have been like, hey, Chick-fil-A, LOL.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A forever. Wasn't my only, like, failed dating thing that involved Chick-fil-A. And it's always about somebody that had, like, a bad relationship or something.
Yeah,
They always go Chick-fil-A.
I'm also hung
I should
up.
just start dating on Sundays.
I'm hung up on the conversation of, yeah, so my husband left me. He used to beat me. Hey, do you want to watch Jumanji?
Yeah. Well, I'm a listener. I'm like, it just makes me feel better about my own tortured existence where I'm like, at least I'm not beating women, or like, at least I'm not like
You're like,
a battered person and have to deal with someone from the outside caving me in,
Yeah,
spiritually
you
and
cave
emotionally
yourself
and
in.
physically. Right, Wendy?
Daddy, you beat me. You beat my titties.
Ooh, yes, you do.
Beat your titties.
Beat those titties to death.
Pow, 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 pow.
Just imagine your hands are cloud swords.
Just
and they're
battle
gonna come
around
through
like a
and
fucking cat toy.
Meow, 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 kitty, meow, 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 meow,
Yeah. I mean, I gotta say that just for the overall milieu, that's gotta be the worst sex I've had. It's just, it wasn't good for anything, for any purpose.
maybe she got something out of it. I mean, on a whim.
Yeah, maybe she did. It's just like, well, I'll just get a empathetic guy with a nice dick. They're not around. You have to choose.
Yeah, empathetic,
Not the worst, but
nice
not the
dick.
best.
Yeah, and somewhere in between. Like, I had, like, maximum empathy and somewhere above
Mediocre.
dick. I'm not saying my dick is bad. I'm saying
You're not saying it's good.
my dick is very situationally aware.
I like it.
You
So
like that?
it morphed itself for the situation.
It did.
So
It's
to
done
speak.
that before.
And maybe it realized that the best thing for you in that moment was not to finish, because then you realized you would have had to sit through Jumanji the next level.
It was
the
a
next
good
time.
ass movie though. The
Is
first
it?
one.
Is it?
Have you seen it?
No,
You haven't seen it?
no.
You should watch Jumanji.
I should go to Chick-fil-A, meet a woman that has kids who may have been a victim of domestic battery, watch the movie, and then have sex.
Yeah. Oh God. All right. So the second time I ever had sex, these are honorable mentions for bad. I was gonna stay with my friends, and my friend's place was the plan. It was a Thursday night in Arlington, years ago, and that was a big time back then.
Yeah.
And he ended up hitting it off with this girl, and I got pushed, and I could tell that he was gonna hook up with her, and I would have been shit out of luck for staying somewhere, and I was drunk, and I was like, I didn't want to wander around and sober up, so
Yeah,
I
keep
was
the
like,
party going.
I'll keep the party going, whatever, I'll keep dancing, maybe have another beer, and I started dancing with her friend. I was none too impressed with, but eventually I was like, whatever. And I'm not proud to admit this,
Let's hear it.
but when has pride ever entered the equation on this show? I was
Never.
willing to go home just so I had somewhere to go.
And
So
there
to
may have been
not
sex.
drive drunk, and to maybe have sex, or to probably almost definitely have sex that maybe I didn't want, but maybe I did want. That was the move that I was willing to make.
I think that's the responsible decision in that situation.
Yeah. Yeah, these are the things you do
And
when
it's
you're
worse.
a degenerate who also doesn't have the $50 for a cab.
And who's also can get on board with sex, maybe eventually.
Yeah, because I'm a degenerate. I walked to her place, and it was walkable. That was nice. And we were talking about who the fuck knows what inconsequential shit a 23-year-old girl has to say.
Nothing.
Probably nothing. Maybe she was 25. I don't know. And I was probably not much better. And we're walking and by the library, and there's this homeless person. And we somehow one of us, and it was probably me, said something like, "Oh man, that's rough." It was kind of cold out and all that, and I just
Yeah.
thought about that. Thought with my heart
Not your dick.
and my dick, and she just goes like, "Oh yeah, that's sad. Yeah, but that's okay because you're gonna fuck the shit out of me, right?" I was like, "What the fuck?" It's like, well, yeah, you get like,
Yeah, what do you say
are
there?
you just? It's like you're just like slapping at my dick, challenging it, because it's gonna arise 2/3 of the way to that challenge.
and no more.
And no more. And I went home with her. I didn't be like, yo, that's ridiculous. I'm gonna. Can I use your bathroom? Like, can I get some water and some Advil?
You know, Roman wipe.
A Roman wipe? Well, this is way before Roman wipes. There weren't even Lysol wipes then, probably.
Yeah.
It was like 2009.
There's no need for Lysol back then.
2008. It was 2008.
It was a dirty year.
Dirty year for me. Dirty year. It's a dirty year.
Hot, dirty,
Yeah. So
hot.
Wendy, I mean, these were a lot of times the encounters I have had in the past, and when I think of stuff like that, I'm like, it could be kind of damaging to your psyche, your soul.
I've certainly got a damaging honorable mention. I can throw.
Oh,
in.
we're gonna damage honorable mention. Wendy's next.
So when you boil it down, Patrice borderline attempted rape, not Patrice enacting, was attempted rape by a woman at a... And I don't
How
know.
bad is your worst how stupid are you that you thought that was not your worst?
I was pushed back onto a toilet and mounted by some female while I was at school. I was a young freshman who was... this was probably in the midst of said opiate problem,
Oh my god.
and didn't know who I was dancing with on the dance floor. Just felt good to have my bits up against some other bits. A little dancing behind, a little sway in
I know
action.
those days. You know what, Wendy? You went on with
sir.
the fucking crabs guy, so you know what's up.
Yes, Daddy.
And before I know it, my hand is being pulled across the room, up the stairs, pushing, and this female was pushing by people like a raging bull going after a red flag and not a rodeo, whatever you fucking call it.
Bullfight?
A bullfight. She was going. She knew where we were going,
Matador! Matador!
yeah. If there was a matador, that matador would have been fucking killed, because
Yeah.
she was on a mission to get some dick. And we went into this bathroom. I was forced onto the toilet, and she was also relatively fucked up. And I'm going off of straight PTSD memories here.
Yeah.
So I would think as accurate as possible. She struggled for like 3 minutes to try and get my belt off. Number one, bad sign.
Yeah.
Probably too fucked up.
That you didn't take it off yourself?
No, I was fine. I didn't want this to happen, but I was so, I guess, okay with me being fucked up and pretty high that I didn't give a shit, and I was just like sitting, letting it happen. But in my head, I knew in my holiest of holies that I didn't want this to happen. So she gets the belt off. She pulls down my drawers and my jeans. In the midst of, I forgot to mention, the midst of pushing me back onto the toilet, my hat got knocked off. I never got that hat back. This story is more about the hat for being sad.
The hat is symbolic of your lost innocence.
It is. That was a great hat.
They're always the best hats.
It was really...
Or best shirts, or best whatever.
But, sorry, back to the rape. People are knocking at the door, just, hey, come on, you've been in there for like 20 minutes. Mind you, nothing's happened in this 20 minutes. We are building our way up to nothing. What eventually became nothing. But my fucked up dick could not get hard enough to be raped. My dick had my back that night. And I remember trying to mount me in every which way. And then she finally was like, are you too fucked up? And I was like, I think so.
Then you finally said something when you were directly asked?
Dude, I was fucked up.
Wendy,
man.
he had to be directly asked if
I
he was okay with it.
Not okay.
Yes.
I wasn't...
20 minutes of attempted foreplay before the ask for consent.
Yeah. Hey, in her defense, I guess there was. That was her way of asking for consent. Is your dick able to get hard? Hey, is this turning you on? I'd fuck me. Yeah, I'd fuck me. But so, I remember what happened was, there was some really concerned... She, stormed out. There were some really concerned people outside of the bathroom that, one, probably wanted to use the bathroom, and two, were probably like, what the fuck just happened? And in my fucked up state, I left the hat behind, left my innocence behind, and... I think I remember recounting that story to my friends, and it was like a funny story. But years later, I'm able to see that it was like
all three of us laughed, but it's just like, she is trying. This happens to men too.
Yeah, it does.
Just not as efficiently, I guess.
I mean, I guess the kicker would have been, at least if I had gotten a nut, maybe it wouldn't have been such a bad memory. Or if I didn't lose my hat, it would have been like, this girl assaulted me, but I didn't lose my hat.
Yeah, you're like, let's do more opiates because the memory, we have to get rid of it.
So should not have been an honorable mention. That probably should have been first place.
Clueless fuck.
Not Patrice's best insight.
What's gonna happen is we're gonna wrap with Wendy. I got a thing to insert that kind of relates to that, and we're gonna wrap with the Wendy show. And we're going to send you off into the next 250 feeling fucking loose, baby. Feeling hot, feeling tight.
Loose and tight at the
Loose
same
and tight
time?
at the same. That's the best type of feel. So and this is another orientation type story.
It's all orientation.
It's all like the young innocent. So I'm 17. I'm in high school. I go down with a former chum to UVA. My dad drives us down there as we both had this orientation, prospective student type of thing.
Yeah.
And we get to stay with people in a dorm, and they show us around, and then they obviously took us to a fucking party.
Yeah, you stay the night?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's just an opportunity to get fucked up.
Yeah,
that's what my mind
they're so stupid. Those things are fucking dumb. Anyways, this girl seemed to take a shine to me, but I was not attracted to her. Okay, and that's all that matters, right? In this,
I've heard this story before.
Yeah, you've heard this one before?
No,
yeah.
That's where mine
And I was not attracted to her. She was probably 19 or something. I'm 17, and not a huge deal, but in this case, just flat out not attracted to her. This is not going to be a funny story, but you're going to laugh probably. But it's not funny to me, goddammit. We get
funny.
wasted. Or I get wasted, and somehow she ends up either in the room I'm staying in, or I was in the room where she lived in, and she's on top of me making out with me. I'm just what the fuck is happening? And then, but we roll over and I'm on top of her making out, and all of a sudden I'm just I think we were sort of body's not really moving much, but dry humping. And I was the whole time I'm thinking, what the fuck is happening? And I go, oh!
And splooge everywhere.
Splooge in my jeans.
Oh.
And then I did not get into that college.
You got blackballed by her balls.
Yeah, my association with University of Virginia, besides getting stood up on a date at one point, years later, maybe 6 years ago, was getting taken advantage of, but fortunately coming in my pants with a older person that I was really, I can't stress to you enough how not attracted to her I was. And alcohol and desperation succeeded in making me get to the point where I disappointed her in a different way because I came in my jeans. Wendy, you have the floor.
With your permission, Daddy, I need to go dark because this is a dark story.
Yeah, we're going to end dark because mine was the bridge between two darker ones, probably, just as Patrice was the bridge between two darker ones in the first go-around here. Oh, you mean go dark as in turn the light off. Oh, okay.
Dark. It dark in both ways because this is really serious. So, one of my boyfriends, we didn't date very long, but you know how much I love blowing people, right?
You love blowing
Especially
people.
Men.
Especially
Absolutely.
men, yes.
I'm all about the mouch.
All about the mouch work,
All
yeah.
about the mouch. Anyway, I found out after we had been hooking up for a little while that when I would use mouch play as foreplay, and then we'd have sex. But I didn't realize until that very last time where I really wanted him to come down my throat because that's just hot.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Oh yeah.
I can't come during a blowjob. I have to fuck.
Good, nice.
Yeah.
The good move.
Oh, and so I'm like, whatever. And so, of course, because I'm the submissive, I get on top of him, and within seconds he finishes, and then that's the end of our relationship.
What?
Man.
How long were
Yeah.
you seeing each other?
A little over a month.
And was the first time you hooked up?
No, we were hooking up before that, but I didn't realize it because I never really wanted that. I didn't want to blow him. I wanted to fuck him. So I always used it as foreplay.
Huh.
Interesting.
Okay. So, why did it end?
He decided he wanted to go into the military.
Who chooses the military or
Never.
fucking?
Not the right guy for me, obviously.
Not the right guy for anybody. Fuck military. compared to
So
that.
in his hang up was that he couldn't finish in your mouth.
Right.
What?
That's a scam.
That is
That's a nice
that's an
scam.
absolutely. Oh, I can't finish in your mouth, even though depending on said fellatio operator,
It's easier.
mouth is sometimes a lot better. I'm just saying
It's easier.
it's certainly easier. I don't know, man. I think that
No, because they're doing all the work. Or you can be like, oh, fuck your mouth, fuck your mouth, fuck your mouth.
that's always fun too.
That's pretty cool.
Nice throat fuck.
That's
Good old
hot.
ye old throat fuck.
Yield throat fuck. Come on down to
Wendy,
yield
you
throat
got
fuck.
scammed.
I know I did, and that's okay.
That's the McDonald's Monopoly scam of sex moves.
Oh, I can only come inside your anus.
Yeah, it's like, but I'm not gay.
Yeah, it's just I just had a lot of experiences
It's just-
in that area.
It's just the only place where I can, finish. I like to start with kissing and gentle touching, and then I like to go with mouth things, and then I like to be inside the vagina, but not for very long.
No, 'cause
definitely not very long before I get soft,
I-
and then I like to really ram it in your ass.
Just right up there. Like smashing a circle-shaped wooden block into a square-shaped wooden hole.
Going in dry wood. So, if you have a horrible sex story, please email us degeneratenation@gmail.com.
I feel like I should plug like some sort of like therapy for people that have been raped.
No, we're good. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. If you've had trauma related to, if this was triggering in any way, well, God, I hope something else triggered you before this, because that you really gotta really be aware of everything and not
I agree.
somehow be in a situation where you listen to a podcast and like the last 15 minutes of some random fucking 200th episode podcast
Of
of
this
this
show.
garbage
Yeah, how they
is like makes you really feel bad about yourself. All right, let's finish on something that's not that. And we're back. I just punished Wendy, so
and she's wet.
she's super wet.
It's like a slip and slide.
It is a slip and slide with water on it.
Ooh.
Usually they're fucking dry as shit.
Man, I am.
Is it my pussy or is it my tears?
I mean,
I don't know.
the
I
trickle
think
down towards the pussy is what really is the...
it's what gets me. The tears start me up.
Yeah.
But the pussy is what
Yeah.
finishes me off.
Not the anus.
Not definitely not
definitely-
the anus.
Except a lot of times the anus. It's kind of oddly comforting, like in a way that when the rain softly pours down a windshield and your parents are driving and you're in the back seat,
And you're like, I feel safe.
you feel safe, and you're 38, or
Yeah,
whatever.
Exactly.
It's just like that. It just...
And you have the comforter over your lap.
Yeah. What happens with a comforter?
I jerked off in the back of my family's car on the way to Blacksburg, Virginia one time.
How old are you?
I was like 13. I was ready to fucking go.
And now what happened? You're like, this is like 10 years later, and you like won't even think about it.
Nothing happened. I finished in the car incognito. I was like a ninja.
Did you not make noise?
No, I was.
You know how relieving it is to make noise?
I know where you're going with it. I agree. But do you know how relieving it was to be able to jerk off in the back of a moving vehicle without anyone knowing?
That's pretty fucking sweet. You know what? You know what's awesome? I feel like the fucking the point where you remember or realize you're outside of a realm where you have to keep it down just when you're coming, and you just go
Like a gargoyle.
yeah. I'm talking about hotel sex, or you're at their place, so who cares about their roommates or the other piece of sex. I'm just basically anything that's not our situation. Because when I'm jerking off, like, I'm so deadly quiet when I jerk off.
I'm at a point where I don't care. I leave my door open sometimes in the morning. It's like I like get off on it.
In the morning?
Yeah, I'll like wake up like 9 o'clock. Like family's downstairs. Someone might be in their room, a sibling, and I leave the door open,
And you masturbate?
and I masturbate.
In the morning?
Yeah.
At your parents' house?
Yeah.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Like while they're making you breakfast?
They don't make me breakfast.
Fuckers. Why
He's
don't they
making
make...
me breakfast right there.
Why don't they make you breakfast?
Yeah,
You're-
I'm making breakfast right there.
Yeah, you're making some eggs, huh? Breaking some eggs.
Some egg whites, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Masturbating can be okay. But we're dry guys, so you're
We're
dryly masturbating as the very first act of your day.
No, not the very.
So
I
do
wake
you
up,
ever
get
do-
some water. I feed my nicotine addiction, and then typically while I'm scrolling social media, something will awaken the beast, who's not 4 5/8 inches.
Okay, so, alright, what is a 23-year-old, everyone wants to know, what do they get titillated about by social media?
So Reddit, and I follow certain pages on there that are
Reddit gone wild?
Gone Wild's fun to throw in the mix, but
What are the other ones?
legal teens.
Good night.